All right, we're back, and hey, Dewey, what'd you do? I know, I went ahead and put these into place, these cams into place. You're looking over here and you're seeing, wait a minute, you don't have the clutch side, or excuse me, the stator side case cover on there. How do you know about your timing? To be able to establish the cam timing. Well, sometimes you just got to go old school, and this has proven very effective for me, and I'm going to show you. I don't have a spark plug in the hole right now, and this is just my old trusty file. Remember, the file is your friend. And I'm touching the piston right now, and I'm just going to turn over here. I'm going to turn the clutch basket here just to move things. You see how let's see. You see how it's going up and down and up and down? I don't know if you can see that. Whoop, 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 whoop. I can determine, I don't know if it's showing you or not. It's moved ever so slightly. That is top dead center. Oh, and I got a tight quad for whatever reason, and it's burning on me. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Anyway, we can see our timing mark here and here. Remember how we were talking about it before? These are stage 2 cams. Here's the 12 o'clock mark on the exhaust cam. It has to be lined up. Its dot needs to be lined up with the head surface here, just like so. And we count our pins, 15 pins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 between the two 12 o'clock marks. Note that it looks like this cam is behind. The other dot is way down here. But for a stage 2 cam, this is just fine. So, that's just an old school trick. It's going to line up. I'm going to check it when I put the clutch side case cover on there. Sorry about that. And what I'm going to go ahead and do now is we're going to go ahead and put I've already put the cams in. Oh, Dewey, I want to see you install the cams with it on time. All right, we'll do that real quick. Are you sure? Okay. There we go. So, what did I do? I had it sitting over here, right? Note that I put some oil down here. And again, just because this is how I do it doesn't necessarily mean that that's how you should do it. My buddy Sam did a good job of using up a bunch of my shop towels. Okay, so we're going to kind of move this off a little ways here just to mess with me. Oh, yeah, here we go. I'll move it off a little bit just so we can see. See how that's deeper down in there? Watch real close. I'm going for the highest point. Dewey, how do you know if it's on the compression stroke? Well, it doesn't really matter because we have both the cams out. Whatever one we set it at, it's going to be the compression stroke. So, if you look, I'm trying to show this so that you can see. You see how it's moving up and down? We're at top dead center right there. And I'll check that, okay? Whatever it is that you put in here, make sure and take it out. Okay. Exhaust cam. Both of these cams, the lobes need to be in general facing out. Let's see here. Here's our 12 o'clock mark right here. I'm a couple teeth behind. Let's see here. There's our mark there. And it decided to be winter today. Okay, so here's our cam here. And let's double check here with our tool. Wiping it off again. I'm double checking here. And there we are. Got our dot and our dot. Okay. We'll double check it here in a minute. Oof. Good old piriformis giving me grief, making my quad or my leg go numb. Thank you, getting older. I appreciate it. Okay, so this looks slightly behind or hard R. So we got, again, use my pointer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bingo. We're timed. Okay. Let me double check that. Pretty sure we're spot on. And let's double check our TDC again. Again, it's a lot easier going with the so you can see it going down, up, down, up, up, down. TDC, we got mark and mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bada boom. And get my retainers. Dump some oil. Dump some oil. Okay, one of these specifically is the intake. It's labeled as intake, IN. It goes here. I might have to move it around a little bit. Yep, both of our dowel pins are in place. Boom. Here's our other one. Dowel pins are on this side. Just for good measure, I'm going to put a little bit of oil here in these channels. Should have done it on the other one. I might even take it off and do that in just a second. pretty methodical and stuff like this. And this one's probably going to be the one that's going to fight me coming back off of there. I'm happy with it being there, to be honest. Oh man, I'm just going to pump a little oil in there this way and just call her good. Get in there! There. Feel better. Okay. Get all my tools here. Now we're going to put this piece on here. And there's a guy on DRZ Owners. He's just a silly guy. Really silly guy. He seemed to think that this piece was plastic, and I think he was on some of that stuff that rhymes with rugs, because he left his tensioner wacky, and we're going to do the tensioner here in a second. I'll just set it right here, as a matter of fact. There's our old spark plug. I'm going to put our OEM plugs for the stator cover in here, because I think Link's going to get some fancy ones. He's a fancy kind of guy. He may have already gotten some. I'm going to check with him in the meantime. Okay. Here's our cam chain tensioner bolts. I'm going to go ahead and take them and set them aside. Forgive me for being so slow on this. It's the way she goes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, you know, it's kind of one of those things. I'm going to get our loose tension on here, and I'll torque these off camera, because I got to look up the values on it. If you use these videos for anything, use it as a reference only. Don't use it as a guide, because I don't want to send anybody even slightly astray, because giving folks, you know, not good data or this or that. But there we go. I'm going to torque them, and this is going to be sufficient for what I'm going to do. So don't freak out on me. Don't go psycho on me. And you definitely don't want to over torque these, because what it'll do is it'll mushroom out the head, and it'll mushroom your retainers, and you'll be screwed. We don't want you to be screwed unless it's in the good way. All right, number 2 part on this, and we'll call it good on this. And I'll show you replacing the covers, but this is going to be the end of this part of the video. Remember how we loosened this and we didn't tighten it up? There's a reason for that. I'm going to take our spring and our bolt here, set it off to the side. when you reinstall these, there's a top and a bottom to this, okay? But there's also this retainer here. The retainer allows for you to press it in and it relieves all the tension, okay? I'll show you again. You may even hear that. See this little grooved piece here? This part of the tensioner is like a ratcheting mechanism. Let's see, I may have gotten it too tight for me to be able to push back. Doggone it. Oh, there we go. You have to relieve that tension, because if you install this with that other piece in here, it's going to be at full tension and it's going to cause too much tension against your cam chain guide. I had a friend do that, and he knows who he is, and it didn't end up well for him. There's an up side to this. See, UP, up. So we put our new gasket in there, put it on the up side, find the hole, struggle of every man's life. And start your threads. Now, is that the same size as this? Yeah, I think it is. Again, I'm going to go back after the fact and torque these down, okay, to the proper torque settings. But we're not setting any records here, okay? So I'm going to tighten this one initially looser than I am the cam cap, just for the sake of purpose here, okay, for our purposes here. Okay, we have our washer, goes on our hollow bolt here. Well, oh, my battery's getting low, better wrap this sucker up. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the spring in the hole. Sometimes this can be a little bit of a challenge here. Is that a 10? No, it's a 12. Do I have my 12? I've got my 12 on my ratchet, I think. It's on the torque wrench. Hurry, Dewey, your battery's running out. I know. We're doing voices now. This is the point of desperation that we've gotten to. It's taken about 3 times as long as it actually takes to do this build. And what I'm using this for, I'm not running this in with the ratchet. I'm just using it for a fulcrum or a base here to have something to push against the spring. See how it started? I can run it in by hand now. And as I do it, as I run this in all honesty, I can show you with this. This is a hollow bolt, so we need to not do stupid stuff. Okay, so that's in place. And look, our chain has tension. It's on its spot it's supposed to be on the shaft. And let's see here. This is supposed to rotate this direction. And it's going to get a little difficult for me because of the cams. Come on, baby. Okay, I freaked out for a second there. I tried to use the Kickstarter to do a demonstration, but I just put the 17 millimeter on my 3/8, and I'm just rotating the engine over a few times. Why am I doing that? I want to compress these valves a few times using the cams. Oops. There we go. And we're close to TDC again. Here, we can do it from over here as well. I know this is getting way too long. Look, it's at the top and it started to go back down. Down, up, 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 back down, up, 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 back down. Okay. So I got a battery warning on this, so I'm gonna call this video right now, but this should have us at pretty much at top dead center. We're going to check that on the other side when we get to it. This is just slightly behind. Yeah, that's where I had it at. We'll double check it and it'll be fine. If not, I'll take all this out and advance or retard this. So, but at this point, I'm going to call it good. Battery's going to die. I'm satisfied with where we're at. Next video, we'll put these other covers on here. We'll install the gasket or the seal for the kick shaft, and we'll put the thread lock on the stator. But for now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.